Hey there, it's Jennifer from the blog The Everyday Farmhouse. Today we're going to make wool dryer balls. So we're going to make these felted wool dryer balls, and you can see she's working on one here. You can see the difference of what it looks like when you're just winding it and then after the balls are actually felted. Super simple, easy project, fun to do. Probably not going to save a lot of money making these yourself, but I think it's fun to make them, and my girls are enjoying it, and I love using things around the house that we've made. So it's just more rewarding, I think, to toss something in the dryer that we've made with our own hands. So that's what we're making. All you'll need is some wool yarn. It needs to be 100% wool. I have this Patons classic wool, and I chose the worsted. You could get roving, but I just think this is easier to find, and it's, I think, more affordable. And you can get about 2 out of one of these, depending on the size. You might need more than one to make 2 of these. This is 194 yards. So close to 200 yards, you can get close to 2 balls out of this. I make mine closer to baseball size. So what you'll need is an old nylon stocking, or this was like a little girl's tight, and I just cut the leg off. After you wrap them, you're gonna stuff them in a stocking like this. You'll need safety pins and scissors, and that's it. So we'll get started. So to start, you're just taking 100% wool yarn. I got some worsted yarn, and you're just gonna start by wrapping it around 2 fingers about 10 times. And then once you get a nice little bundle, slide it off your fingers and wrap it around the middle. And then just kind of squish it into a ball shape and start wrapping different directions until you get a nice, tight little ball. You're getting it. You've got a good little ball there. And then you just keep wrapping. And you're going to keep doing this, just going different directions until your dryer ball, until your ball of wool yarn is about the size of a tennis ball. It could be a little bit bigger than that, whatever size you want. They will shrink down once you heat them and felt them, so you want to make it a little bit bigger in size than what you want the end result to be. The end result should be a little bit smaller maybe than a tennis ball. So you just keep wrapping and wrapping. Okay, if you get to a place where you obviously don't have enough to make the rest of the ball, then all you have to do is tie it onto a new skein where you've got more yarn. And it doesn't have to be anything neat or tidy, because you're just gonna wrap right over it. And when you felt it, it won't even show. So just like that. Now you can keep wrapping and just keep trying to cover that up. So this one here, it's about to the size I want. It's probably more the size of a baseball than a tennis ball at this point. So I'm just cutting off a little tail. We have enough to work with. And then you'll need a safety pin. And just tie your yarn onto your little safety pin. If your fingers cooperate, you don't need to knot it or anything. And then you're just going to weave this back into the ball. So just find a spot and start going under some of the other strands. And pull it out. Go in another spot and pull it out. Just keep doing that until you have the tiniest, and I'm going under several layers when I'm doing that to make sure it's nice and secure and it doesn't come unwound. Okay, probably one more time. And just pull it out so I can get that end and just snip it off. And there you go. So our next step will be, I have just an old pair of little girl's tights here. I'd already made some, so I cut one leg off. I'm just gonna cut the other leg off. These had holes and whatnot in them, so runs. Now you're going to take this and you're going to stuff your yarn ball inside of here. And you're going to tie a knot. And you'll do the same thing with the next one and the next one, however many you can fit in one leg. And then we'll go on to the felting. Okay, so that's the whole process. After you've boiled them on the stove top or put them in really hot water for about 10 minutes and then let them go through the dryer, they begin to felt. I wasn't pleased with the way mine looked after that first, just the water on the stove and then the trip through the dryer. So I went ahead and tossed mine in with a load of towels that I had on hot water. I ran them through the dryer again, and then they really felted up nicely like they are now. And so now, to add fragrance, you would just drop a few drops of essential oil, let it soak down in the middle, and I'm gonna use eucalyptus, I think, or lavender, and then you just toss them in with your laundry. So, thanks for joining us.